Hello, everybody. It's Mr. Carrot, and it is very hot in my room right now. This is a map of the United States of America. I didn't know. In case you didn't know, these are the 50 states: California, Texas, Florida, New York, and the other 46. So, I'm bored. I need a video idea. I really like politics. I'm a senior in high school, and when I graduate, I'm going to study political science. So I thought it'd be a fun idea to do this. I really enjoy politics. Most kids don't. So I'm going to say one thing. I know politics is a strange thing to enjoy. I know most people get pissed off when you say anything that they don't agree with. Please don't get mad. If you get mad at this, it's ironic, okay? And it's dumb because I don't make the rules. I'm not saying who's gonna win. I'm saying who I think is gonna win. I'm gonna say right out of the bat, I support Kamala Harris, and I'm going to try and be as non-biased as possible. Let's start with the Democrats. I think the safe Democrat states are Washington, Oregon, California, New Mexico, Colorado, Hawaii, all of New England. Oh wait, except for New Hampshire. Wait, I don't want New Hampshire there. Get rid of that one. No, that's Vermont. I live there, by the way. Let's do Maine and Nebraska now. I think Maine's popular vote will be won by Kamala Harris. I think the first district will go to Kamala Harris, but the second district will go to Donald Trump. I think the popular vote will go to Donald Trump in Nebraska and the first and third districts as well, but the second district will go to Kamala Harris. I should probably... Can I rename the candidates? Donald Trump. I know his middle name's not Jonald, but I'm gonna say it is. Now, let's do... Oh, New York. I forgot New York. What else? Virginia, yeah. Illinois and Minnesota, and I think that's it. All right, now on to Donald Trump. Okay, so I think the safe states for Donald Trump are Utah, Wyoming, Idaho, North and South Dakota, Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, West Virginia, and I think that's all the safe ones. Yeah, likely. So it's safe, likely, lean, and tilt. So let's do all the likely states. Let's do Democrats again. A state that is likely going to the Democrats. New Hampshire. New Hampshire is likely going to the Democrats. Kamala Harris will likely win this state. I don't think there's any more likely Democratic state. All right, now let's do the likely Republican states. Montana. The thing about Montana is I don't know if it was the 2018 or 2022 midterms, but John Tester won. And John Tester's a Democrat. And that shocked a lot of people. And that's how the Democrats were able to take control of the Senate. I do think that John Tester won because the last two elections, they really chose bad Republican candidates. Like Montana seems to be not a fan of extreme Republican candidates, ones that like to claim voter fraud and such. But I think this time they chose a moderate Republican candidate that will likely win the seat, and cost Democrats the Senate. Likely, that's probably gonna happen. So I'm going to say it's likely, but I don't think it's a safe. Kansas, over the last few years in election cycles, we have seen significant narrowing up in this state. Oh, wait, hang on. Alaska. A poll came out recently that showed Kamala Harris within striking distance of Donald Trump in Alaska. I think Kamala Harris will narrow up the margins in Alaska. I don't think it'll be... She won't win. All right, Ohio. I think that is a likely Republican state. It's Ohio. J.D. Vance is from there. I do think that these claims of people from Ohio, Springfield, Ohio, eating dogs and cats is not going to help them win the White House. I think choosing J.D. Vance, he's not going to lose Ohio, but I think those from Springfield, Ohio are probably not very happy right now. There's a lot of bomb threats and stuff, and no one's eating dogs. Lean Democrat. I think. Oh wait, I forgot one. South Carolina. South Carolina. Oh, and oh my God, I forgot Florida. How could I forget Florida? Oh my God. Wait, hang on. Wait. Okay. I think Nevada's a lean Democrat state. Donald Trump lost his state in 2016 and 2020. I don't see how he's going to win in 2024. Polls in Nevada really underestimate Democrats because 90% of the vote comes from Las Vegas, from this tiny sliver down here. That's where, like, 90's an overstatement, but a good chunk of that vote comes from Las Vegas County. Right, I'm going to put Wisconsin and Michigan in the likely Democrat column. I think choosing Tim Walz was a great move. He's an incredibly relatable candidate, and also he's from the Rust Belt, and these voters from the Rust Belt, I think, will definitely be more motivated. A poll came out recently showing how close Kamala Harris is to Donald Trump in Iowa. I do not think that he will lose Iowa. I think the margins will narrow up very much so. Texas. Actually, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to put Texas as a likely Republican state. I do think, I don't think, it's a fact that Texas is going more and more blue. I think that Texas will be a blue state in like 2, 3, 4 election cycles. That is definitely where it's headed. I do not think that this election cycle is the cycle where Kamala Harris wins the state of Texas. I'm trying to do this as fair as possible, and I'm trying to save the winner to the end, and now I'm going to completely stop acknowledging my system and do what I want. Let's go down to Arizona over here. One thing I'm not confident... The reason why I'm not confident about this is because abortion's on the ballot in Arizona, which is why I'm least confident on this state, because it very well could look like this, or even like that. Abortion has been Democrats' top issues for a while. Abortion is the reason why the red wave in 2022 didn't happen. It may keep Arizona blue, but for now, I'm going to put Arizona as a very teensy, wootsy, dootsy red state. I think Kamala Harris will win the state of Georgia by a tilt margin. Here's why. The reason why Joe Biden was able to win this state in 2020 was because of Atlanta County and another county that I forgot the name of that are primarily African American. Kamala Harris being second on the ticket really motivated these African American voters to go out and vote. And that's the whole reason Georgia was able to flip blue. I think that if Joe Biden was still on the ballot, he would have lost Georgia. I think we'd be looking at a very different map right now. But now that Kamala Harris is first on the ticket, I think that this enthusiasm from African American voters is going to stay coming out of Georgia. I'm going to categorize the state of Pennsylvania as that one. No, not that. That one. There you go. And let's fix Maryland. 2022, where Josh Shapiro won in a landslide. That's a big sign that Democrats are probably going to come through. And also choosing Tim Walz from Minnesota, probably also going to motivate Rust Belt voters there. I think I'm very confident when I say Kamala Harris will win the state of Pennsylvania. This is one that many people will disagree with me on, and there is many reasons to disagree with me on it. And if you disagree with me on it, I'd like to hear why. So put it in the comments. But what we're seeing from North Carolina is a significant narrowing of Donald Trump's lead over this state. And something that's also very interesting is that 538, it's a pollster that averages all of the major polls, now has Kamala Harris's chances of winning North Carolina higher than Donald Trump's. This is another state, just like Arizona, that I'm very much not confident on. I do think that North Carolina will be the new Georgia, and Kamala Harris will win this state by an itsy wootsy unsy woonsy. This is where I think the election stands. If you, Jesus. Now I don't know if you guys know this, but now I would totally say that this is how the election would stand, but I don't know if you know this. This is not a two-way race. This is a three-way race. As you know, I'm running for president. I announced my candidacy back after the best debate in history on June 27th. I announced that I was running for president. And since then, I have seen a surge in polling. That surge from Kamala Harris isn't actually from Kamala Harris, it's from me. They just spelt Mr. Carrot wrong. So now that we have all of the candidates, let's see the state of the race. When Mr. Carrot's on the ballot, he easily wins California, Oregon, Washington, Nevada, Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Nebraska's second, Nebraska's first, and the popular vote in Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota, Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri. I don't want to win Mississippi or Alabama, and screw Florida. They can stay away. Tennessee, screw Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Virginia, all of New England. Actually, I win all of it, every single piece of it. This will be the first election where a Democrat does not win in Washington D.C. Texas, I win Texas. I win South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, and then that's it. So these are what the margins will look like if I'm on the ballot, of which I am on the ballot. So vote for me. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. If you liked it, subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!